When a healed empath meets a narcissist again, everything is different. They've met before. They've talked before. There were emotions before. But back then, the empath was lost. They believed in something special. They believed the connection was real. They trusted what they felt. But what they didn't realize was that it wasn't real. It was carefully created. The narcissist showed them exactly what they wanted to see, said exactly what they needed to hear. And slowly, the empath lost themselves. They ignored their own needs. They compromised their boundaries. And worst of all, they forgot their worth. Then one day, everything fell apart. Words started to hurt. Actions stopped making sense. And silence revealed the truth. For the first time, the empath felt alone. Truly alone. And that's where healing began. Healing isn't easy. It's not just about moving on. It's about looking back, facing the truth, understanding your own patterns, and doing the hardest thing of all, forgiving yourself. A healed empath has cried through long nights. They've questioned themselves. Why did I allow this? But slowly, the answers come. They realize their kindness was never weakness. Their love was never the problem. They just gave it to the wrong person. And once that realization hits, everything changes. They rebuild themselves. They reconnect with who they are. They rediscover their value. And most importantly, they learn boundaries. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about respecting yourself. And once an empath learns that, they are no longer the same person. They become a healed empath. And then one day, life puts them face to face with that same narcissist again. Same face, same voice, same presence. For a moment, time feels like it pauses. Memories rush back. The heart beats a little faster. But then, something different happens. This time, the empath doesn't react. They observe. The narcissist smiles again. That same charm, that same confidence, as if nothing ever happened. They talk like everything is normal, like the connection still exists. But for the healed empath, everything is clear. They can see the patterns now. They can hear the manipulation behind the words. Before, they used to get pulled in. Now, they stay aware. The narcissist tries again. You've changed. You're not the same anymore. And before, those words would work. Before, the empath would feel guilty. They would start questioning themselves. But now, they just give a quiet smile. Because they recognize it. It's a trap. A way to pull them back into the same cycle. But this time, there is no explanation. No defending, no proving. Because they don't need to prove anything anymore. And that's what confuses the narcissist. They're not getting the same reaction. They're not getting the same energy. So they try harder. Sometimes with kindness, sometimes by playing the victim, sometimes by shifting blame. But the healed empath stays steady because their focus has changed. It's no longer on the narcissist. It's on themselves. They understand something now. Every reaction is an invitation, and they simply don't accept it. This is where everything shifts. Before, the empath needed the narcissist. Now, the narcissist needs the empath. And when that power dynamic flips, it becomes uncomfortable. The narcissist tries to regain control. But control only exists if it's allowed. And this time, it isn't. The healed empath has clarity. And with clarity comes strength. And with strength comes silence. Silence becomes their power. They don't argue. They don't explain. They create distance. And that distance is what the narcissist cannot handle because they need attention. They need reactions. And when they don't get it, they feel powerless. The healed empath now protects their peace. They are no longer drawn to chaos. They are no longer addicted to emotional highs and lows. They want something simple, peace. And peace cannot exist where manipulation lives. So they walk away, not with anger, not with revenge, but with clarity. And that is the most powerful response. Because the narcissist doesn't understand it. They don't understand growth. They don't reflect. They repeat. Same patterns, same behavior, same tactics, but the healed empath has evolved. And once someone evolves, they cannot go back. Even if they try, it doesn't feel right anymore, because now they know their worth. They no longer shrink themselves for anyone. They no longer sacrifice their peace for connection. And most importantly, they no longer ignore red flags. When the narcissist tries to come closer again, the empath keeps their distance. No drama, no confrontation, just a clear decision. This is not for me. And that one decision changes everything. Because before, they acted on emotions. Now, they act with awareness. Before, they reacted. Now, they respond. And that difference is everything. In the end, the narcissist doesn't understand what happened. They think the empath has changed, but the truth is, the empath didn't change. They finally became who they were always meant to be. And when someone becomes whole, they can no longer be controlled. Not by anyone. Ever.